Welcome back to the show. Well, it is a new reality TV competition that'll probably remind you of the Traitors, a little Big Brother. It's called Got to Get Out. It's coming out on Hulu this week, and here's the premise. 20 contestants are in a house together. They're a mix of reality TV folks and rookies. The longer they stay in the house, the more money is added to the prize pot. They can even split the money at the end or try to make an escape and keep the accumulated money for themselves. That would completely drain the pot for the other players. Simu Liu from the Marvel Universe is the host. I had a chance to talk with him about the show's format and who in the cast surprised him the most.
Question is, please, you're extremely busy. I was wondering this. You're extremely busy. Hello, Avengers. Thank you. I'm sure that was an exciting day yesterday, but you're incredibly busy. I'm sure you're juggling a lot. What is it about this project that made you look at the treatment and go, oh yeah, I want to do it? Were you a fan of these types of competition shows before saying yes?
Oh, yeah. I find them so insanely compelling and watchable and ultimately like so human, and I got a bit of a hosting bug back from when I hosted SNL a few years ago. And so it's something that I've kind of been like cultivating in kind of tandem alongside my acting career. It's a different muscle for sure, but it's a lot of fun to get to like, sit around a room with a bunch of writers and come up with jokes and workshop things. And it's a different muscle, but it's not any less fulfilling in a way. And so when this opportunity came up, I was like, this seems like a lot of fun, and it's an opportunity for me to get to like flex that muscle, to get to improv a little bit too, because we're reacting in real time to what the cast are doing. This is probably one of the least structured environments that any reality shows have ever had, right?
Why?
Just because
how so?
Well, there's no vote out mechanic. There's no like structured, like every week this one person has to leave, or every week this needs to happen. It's, 10 days, 20 strangers in a house. At some point, different contestants will get what are called exit strategies. And these are little windows that open, say like, oh, this door will be unlocked at this time. We give them nothing else, and they have to do the rest. They have to concoct an entire escape plan, based on, who they decide to bring in, because it's very, very hard to do by yourself. You have to bring other people in. You have to kind of connive and scheme and figure out what you're going to do. And then you have to execute. And regardless of what the plan is, we as producers kind of on the other side have to just kind of go with it. And so if Spencer Pratt decides to hide himself in a pile of literal garbage in order to get taken out with the trash, that is what has to happen. And we have to commentate on it,
Don't you think too, when I was looking at the trailer, and again, I'll tell everyone at the end where to watch it, but when I was watching the trailer for the show, I thought, oh, this is great. Like a lot of shows, they'll have all reality show people, but the fact that you're mixing celebrities with just regular folks, that's an experiment all upon itself, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you have to give people, something to root for. I feel like too many reality villains all at once is like, okay, now who do we actually like? No, I'm kidding, but it is. I think it was important for us to have a great mix of like bigger personalities and also real people. I hate to say real people, but like people from all sorts of walks of life, and to see how they would react in these different circumstances. Nobody, by the way, regardless of whether you're a reality rookie or veteran, nobody's a professional escape artist. So everyone's kind of adjusting to this completely new dynamic to some degree. But I think what the reality stars gave us is just a reliable kind of injection of like drama and melodrama, shall we say.
And obviously I don't want you to give anything away, but I think you can answer this in a way, because I'm curious whether it's a regular person, a cast member, or a reality show, who at the end of this was very different, or maybe that you underestimate? Who did you really kind of be surprised by? No matter how you were surprised, who surprised you as the host the most? Without giving but who was that?
You know what it is I think it's Spencer Pratt. because, and I know I've already referenced him before, because I think because he's such an like kind of established, known figure. There is so much following him when you see him for the first time in the show. You already have some sort of preconceived notion of who he is and how he operates. And then to see someone like that come up with the ideas that he eventually does, I think you're like, I was really taken aback. I was like, oh, dude, I did not know that you had that in you. Regardless of whether or not
underestimate
the plans end up working or not, because that's a whole other story. But the fact that you thought of it, I was like, it's respectable.
Well, I'm a huge fan of the genre. I love these types of shows. I'm a big fan of yours. So the combo, man, I can't wait. Thank you so much for your time. Continued success.
Oh, thank you, Jason. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Simu. Got to Get Out is what it's called. It premieres, by the way, this Friday, April 11th on Hulu. We'll be right back. Back in a moment.